Okay, so global this week. Awaken Horizon. So she went down a little bit. She was 10 cost last week, right? So this week she went down to 9 cost. Of course, it's going to take a very long process before she completely gets free, right? Because she needs to go to from band 4 to band 3 to band 2 to band 1. That's gonna be a while. Evelyn is gonna be there at band 2. Okay. So Castro Xiaolin is at band 2. Definitely very difficult to use these characters. Esterosa Riam is at band 2. Replacer King is quite high as well, surprisingly. The R King went up. I feel like he went up. Maybe some people were still using him despite being band 1. So he sort of went up a little bit. Either that or it's a casting, right? So we'll see. E1 is band 2 as well. E1 and Replacer King are always neck and neck in terms of the priorities for people to ban. Claudia at band 1 definitely very usable. We have Awaken Lee Suyeon at band 1, very strong. Lily at band 1. Rearm Laura Beatrix band 1. And then we have Rearm Elizabeth at band 1. Awaken Mina at band 1. Gaeyeon band 1 and Kang. Okay, so Nayobin is free. A lot of options for everyone, right? So it's going to be pretty hype. Okay, let's have a look at the band ships. Lake Superior is band 2. New Ohio is band 1. And then we have Albion at band 1. So all of these are pretty much expected, I would say. Like this was like one of the ones that I see a lot last week. In terms of these ones, a lot of rearm are still available. If you're going to use Awaken Ju Shiyoon, I think he will always not be banned. He will always be free. So there will always be options for him, right? So yeah, I think this is a pretty cool one. So let's have a look at the casting. What do players select? Okay, I was right. So players selected Replacer King and E1. So these two were the ones that's selected by most players. I guess because they were quite toxic and despite being banned, I'm pretty sure they were banned last week. So players still decide to use them. So banned ships, the one that players selected is going to be Albion. Alright, so very cool. So yeah, that's a very cool prospect. So let's have a look at the up units. What's going to determine the meta this week? Oh no, Thunderbolt. Okay, so we have 2 SSR and 2 SR. I like it. At least a 2 SSR is something that you don't see often, which is going to be Thunderbolt. Lara Jaeger. So ATF 35 Thunderbolt and Lara Jaeger, these two are the ones that you don't see that often. Especially in, what do you call that? In the global setting, right? So Mia, that's not the rearm version, that's the regular version. So if you rearm your Mia, so that's going to be the regular one unless you build both versions. If you haven't rearmed, there's a chance that you can benefit from this. I think Mia is quite strong regardless, right? But it's just that at 4 cost, maybe it doesn't make sense. But now that she's up, plus Xiaolin is banned, so I see no reason why you wouldn't want to use Mia. So I think at 3 costs, the prospect seems to be quite good. So Lara Jaeger, Mia, Thunderbolt, and then we have Benedict Constantine. I think that guy is... Benedict Constantine doesn't seem to tank as well as KFC, based on my experience, right? Benedict Constantine is something like... He's much more of a off-tank rather than a main tank. He dies very quickly. I don't think he can tank relatively well. But he does have a little bit of CC built into his kit. He can stun and stuff. So there's that. Ability to stun is always welcome. But yeah, this is the global meta. It seems like the ups are not too bad. But I don't think anybody pulled for Lara Jaeger specifically. Thunderbolt, maybe some players have this guy built. But yeah, that's something that we'll see. We'll see if players will be using that rampantly. Okay, so let's have a look at C server. Band 2 Claudia. Okay. Band 2 Claudia, Rearm Elizabeth is banned. Gaeyeon is band 2. Okay, there's a lot of band 2, that's crazy. The amount of band 2s are insane. Okay, so Claudia, Rearm Elizabeth, Gaeyeon is band 2. I think Gaeyeon was free last week, so this week is band 2, makes sense, doesn't matter though. Go back to Liuri altogether. Young Harem is band 2. Ministra is band 2. Replacer King is band 2. Evo Fun is band 2. Awaken Horizon is band 2. Lily band 1. Rearm Laura band 1. Oh, Alex is... Wait. I thought Alex was free last week. Oh, because she was free last week, so she banned again. Okay, makes sense. Rearm Kang is band 1. Okay. Let's see. Grammary is free, isn't it? Twins band 1. Chinatsu band 1. Horizon is band 1. Surprisingly, usually Horizon doesn't get banned. Awaken Amy. So Grammary is free. Expect her to be seen a lot. She's going to turn a lot of... Rearm Titan is back to being free. I'm going to use Rearm Titan. Yeah. For me, I'm gonna use Rearm Titan. Claudia, Sad Noise. Yeah. So yeah, this is all pretty good. A lot of Awaken is still free, surprisingly. Although you can't use the meta characters as in Awaken Horizon, Replacer King, and Evolve 1. I'm surprised Ministra is banned too. That shows that people knows how to use her more and more now. She counters a lot of characters right now in C server because of a decreased healing, and not many people have Ligiso, and Ligiso sucks. So it's just a very consistent way of countering like heal comps per se. Evelyn is still free, so I expect to see her a lot. In terms of Evelyn and Rita is free, of course. She's an option. What other option? Lucretia, Evelyn, Rita, Grammary. So I think I expect to see those units per se. Okay, Blue Bridge Mark II is banned too. Let's see, Ohio. New Ohio is banned 1. Then we have Lake Superior at banned 1. And Matador at banned 1. So these 4 ships are not available. So I will try to see if I can take advantage of the counter ship. Oh, by the way, Livia Tennis is out, right? I think everyone should have gotten her. So that should be available. Okay, let's have a look at the casting. So what do players selected? Players selected Replacer King, Evolve 1, Awaken Horizon, and of course Awaken Amy. So these are 4 very strong characters. Mina is free if everybody wants. Awaken Lee Suyeon is there as well as an option. Okay, so banned ship is going to be Blue Bridge Mark II. So how about up units? Okay, Ella is free. Ella. I haven't had a chance to properly use her. I did pull for her, but she's like a Shiyoon. She's like a better Shiyoon in a way. No way you use... Okay, I guess Shiyoon can still be used, right? You can do this combo. She's like a Shiyoon, but she blinds instead of stun, which is a bit different. Xiaoyan is here. Zhu Xiyang is there. Quite a lot of interesting options right here. Now this is quite interesting in terms of the up. It is quite interesting. Counter buff. Yeah, there's a lot of counter buff for sure. Counter weak. I think Grammary still destroys all of this though. But we'll see. We'll see. I think Soldier is still quite strong this week with Xiaoyan. But regardless, I think all the teams can go both way. Mech team can also be strong because Rearm Titan is back to being free. And you also have Grandel as an option. So yeah, if you run Mech team, nothing that this particular team can do to you. You can't get stunned and stuff, right? So I think I'd rather take that. All are Grammary foot. Yeah, we'll see. Grammary is probably going to be the go-to for most players, as in like the game changer. 3 units with counter skills. Yeah, it's like a counter team this week. Plus you can pair with Awakened Zhu Xiyun alongside the way as well. So that's going to be quite interesting. That's for C server.